Hey everyone, Six Soups here. So another Pokemon X and Y, what I want to see in it. Okay, so in the title it says players. Now I don't mean the in-game people, I mean the outside. So I really want anyone who watches this, and gonna get X and Y. Well, I don't know why else you would, except probably would be. Anyways, I want you to look back at your previous teams, like your main game. Like you most likely have gone in other ones, like you've gotten black and you've probably also got white, but out of those, what would you consider your main? Like, if you only got to pick out that hero or that generation, which one would you pick? Like, if I only got to keep one, that's the one I would keep. And then go through all the previous generations, and if you didn't get first or second generation, but you got the remakes, okay, those ones would count. Just put them in their place. And I want you to look at your team and see if you have any common thing, like maybe a type you get a lot. Like now, water and flying can be excluded from this because of the HMs there, but I mean like other ones. Now the reason why I'm bringing this up is because the second part you see fighting Pokemon, and I'm gonna be most likely having fighting Pokemon replace ground Pokemon for me. Now for me, it wasn't generations; it was by like hero. So and because now it's a new hero, like happened there in Black 2, I said switch, and it's by 5 heroes, or if you're going to go by generations, go by each 5 generations. If you use something the same amount, like you've always used it, for me, for the past 5 heroes, it was always ground, like I was always using a ground Pokemon, usually got my physical user, and I didn't realize this actually until 4th generation. I was just going through, and I just thought, oh, I always have ground type, and I thought, after, so I thought, alright, most likely I'll get one in 5th, and then after the whole Block 2 one, I thought, you know what, it's about time I switch up. So I ended up getting a Hera, and she became my new thing, physical, fighting, so I'm gonna most likely pick fighting types as my physical. So I want anyone to go through, ooh, like, boom, do I always use this type? Maybe I should try switching it up, because do try it, like, fighting types, I tried it, I definitely feel different in it. Sometimes it usually takes more than one hit with it, but I can seem to last longer. Like usually with my ground types, it's boom. If I don't get in the first hit, then it's practically gone, and I usually have to call it back or just chance a second. But for fighting, like if I mess up on one hit, then I feel like I have more of a chance to keep going. So I'll go through. Now, I guess for fighting, what something I want to see new for fighting first is a new Pokemon. It'd be like a Panda. Now, I know there's been Panda, Spinanda. I cannot pronounce it. Generation 3, it always had unique circles, like none of them were always the same, if the Pokedex went by. Um, for that, though, this wouldn't be so much really that, but like Ursaring and Beartic, you know how they went by? Like, you have the cute, adorable teddy bear practically. Like, oh, it's so sweet. Then, not really thinking it would become anything big, and then you see its new form. Like, oh, God, you don't want to fight it because it's really powerful. It'd be something more like that. It'd be pure fighting, not wearing any goopy thing. It would just be a panda, and just an idea because it would work. Like. Now, wondering, this kind of also explains, like, oh, they're just unoriginal in their ideas. But no, in Generation 4, they had one of the things that was mentioned was all Pokemon are connected by evolution. So, I guess this would work. You would have, like, in canyons and mountain areas, and I think caves, you can get Ursaring and Teddiursa. Then in Arctic caves and snow areas, it'd be I forget the first name, which I really hate because I didn't get Ursaring or Teddiursa. I have a Baratech, and I got the first form too, my black version, and Chukaboo. Oh, if anyone can remember the name, I'll probably just look it up. Um, yeah, so they were in ice areas. So I guess it would maybe some sort of forest area, you could maybe get the first form. Now, there's another fighting type. This wouldn't be fully fresh new. This would be a new form. It'd be a new Hitmon. And Hitmonchan. Its appearance, well, it'd have one foot, and then instead of another foot, it'd have like a hand, and they're all making chops, you know. Like, it's just an idea. To get it, you have to have speed as your max. So for like Hitmonchan, it was have the highest attack, attack higher than the defense. Then for Hitmonlee, it was defense over attack, Hitmontop, attack and defense equal. But now if your speed is your max for it, like you specialize in a lot of speed stuff, then you could get Hitmonchan. Now, just pushing out there. I was also thinking maybe for Tyrogue, you know, the first stage that becomes a different Hitmon, that maybe you could actually win one in a special tournament. It's a one-on-one. This tournament happens every week, and you only get like one chance. So boom, you screw up there. Oh, you can come back next week. You can maybe like one of the cool things, you know, having it like that 1 day thing, maybe even. So on that day, 24 hours, you have a chance to enter. Then once the tournament finishes, you lose, win, ever, and then if you win, you get Tyrogue. Somebody make the. You better find out how to pronounce that name. So yeah, I was just pushing out fighting more because it's gonna probably take definitely my place as the physical team. So yeah, a new kind of bear family, pure fighting panda, a new Hitmon, and for anyone who watches this, go back through your previous teams and see is there any Pokemon type that I've always used, like hey, news, like from the past 5. So, you know, definitely look through that. And I think it'd be really good for you, anyone there trying. So, put on down what type. Water and get flying, again, are excluded, okay? Um, because of the HMs, flying, surf. Now, I know there are Pokemon out there that you can learn these. Like my flying type, I actually didn't get one in Black 2. Well, I did catch one as a temporary thing to take its place, but no, I have a Hydreigon on. So, I didn't get a fly until pretty much Victory Road. Um, anyway, so water flying, you know, they can be excluded. So, just look through, say which type you've been using a lot and you want to, you know, maybe try it out. And if you do know which type you do want to replace it with, or you may want to try replacing it with, please put it in the comment section below if you do see. Alright? Till next time.